Hey kid, you wanna see some shitty games? Well, too bad, we're playing good games! I'm Halder Richards from DaGameTrain, and whoa! Fucking ninjas! This fucking intro is awesome. Look at that 16-bit hyper-realistic ninja. Now that is what I'm talking about. It's Revenge of Shinobi. In the year 19XX, the evil crime syndicate Zed was reduced to rubble by the powers of stealth possessed by the Shinobi master Joe Musashi. It seemed as if the world had returned to peace, but the world was once again swallowed in darkness. Zed had returned with an incredible increase in power, much greater than before. Neo-Zed became the strongest crime organization ever. After establishing their mighty crime empire, Neo-Zed turned their efforts towards destroying the threat posed by these who possessed the powers of stealth. All of the followers of the power of stealth were attacked and the chief was killed. The chief with his dying breath told Musashi that Naoko, his bride-to-be, had been kidnapped by the Neo-Zed. So to get revenge for his comrades and bring back his waifu, Musashi has to do what has to be done. And I know it says Musashi, but fuck you. I want to say it like I like to say it. So basically the plot is simple. Your waifu has been kidnapped and it's time to fix that little issue by killing the son of a bitch who kidnapped her. A very simple plot. But this is Revenge of Shinobi. This isn't just no bullshit ass motherfucking game. This is a good game. And you start your adventure in... well, I think it's supposed to be Japan, but I think they got the map wrong. Whatever, let's say you're in Japan. And you are Joe Musashi, the master of Shinobi. You are the power. You are the man who wields the power of stealth. Funny, cause considering this game and everything else about it, stealth is completely absent in this game. So the man with the power of stealth has to do things that have absolutely nothing to do with stealth. That's amazing. Amazing. But that doesn't matter, because with the powers of stealth come the power of destroy everything in sight. Naturally, see how much damage I'm doing with my flaming shurikens? It's fucking awesome. It's kick-ass the ninja. Also, you can do double jumps. And while you're spinning in the air like a motherfucker that you are, you can throw millions of shurikens at the same time. Make sure to turn on the infinite shuriken sheet like I did earlier before, or else your shuriken count will be going down to the drainage faster than you can say, "Fuck, I took the wrong turn to Albuquerque." Again. Hope that was a quick enough explanation as to what's going on. But basically, it's a game that's real fun. It's a side-scrolling platformer with ninjas and ninja-related activities. It's a whole lot of fun. Of course, if you want the ultimate choice for ninja games, go with Shinobi 3, The Return of the Ninja Master, which will be coming up on this channel later. But if you would like something that's a little bit, how to put it, a bit easier to get into, and a bit cheesier too, this is the way to go, because this game is full of it mighty fine cheese. You'll see what I mean. Now the thing is, while you're in powered up state, your shurikens can destroy pretty much anything in one shot. There are some exceptions, of course, but that's only to be expected. It only improves your power by like twice the amount. It's not a insta-kill move. Luckily, you don't need an insta-kill move because most of the enemies die in one hit, so that's fine. It's especially effective against bosses if you can survive long enough to keep it to the boss fight, because you lose your powered up shurikens from a single hit. Look at that. Look at that. Fucking... you bitch. You dare to defy me? Swoosh, swoosh. I like how he does that. That was quick. That was quick. Okay, now we go to the big city. You know, that kind of looks like it's going all the way to Sokolinsk, but that makes no sense. Nobody lives there like that, like in big cities. So whatever. It might be China. Not that it matters what place this is, because this is fictional Earth, where fictional things happen, like ninjas have wings. Yes, these ninjas have wings here. Also, I'm sorry that your eyes are currently bleeding, but you gotta blame the developers for that one, not me. Do not stand next to little radios, because little radio is actually a bomb. And standing next to the bomb will instantly trigger it to explode. Whereas leaving it alone will make it explode a little later. Here is your very first, let's say, tutorial on how to double jump. You need to learn this, if you know what's good for you. Of course, there are ways to avoid having to deal with that. We will cover these methods very soon. Oh, thank goodness I didn't fall into that pit. What? What the fuck was that? I could have sworn I saw some nun fall into the pit. Whatever. You don't need to be constantly in powered up state. It's not a mandatory power up to have, but it is very helpful to have if you have it. So if you can have it, you should. Hey, what the fuck? That's all. Oh! Right into the manhole. Fuck. I love the fucking music. It's so. It happened again. That was weird. But the music is so funky. So funky fresh, man. This music is great. If you hate this game's music, there's something wrong with you. Well, okay, well, the something wrong with you part is actually you having some sort of a strange taste. But seriously, you cannot deny that there is talent behind this soundtrack. Because the developer of the soundtrack, if I remember correctly, he was going for something more modern but also traditional, you know? He wanted something that sounds kind of like a traditional, you know, ninja game would have, but also modernize it a little bit. Give it a little bit of that American taste. Give it some funky, fresh music. It sounds fucking great. I love it. Now here's the thing. Hold on, you motherfucker. Whenever you press start, you can select a different ninjitsu. This is your power-up. You always have one of these. It's kind of like Streets of Rage in a way, where you always have one police power-up. But in this game's case, you have 4 powers to choose from, but you can only use this ability like once. Unless you pick up extra ability icons. So anyway, the abilities we have to choose from are Jutsu of Ikazuchi. I hope I got that right. Jutsu of Karyu. Jutsu of Fushin. And Jutsu of Mijin. The icons are kinda helpful to understand what's what, but in case you can't tell, let me explain. Ikazuchi is a shield. It'll protect you from some amount of attacks. Karyu is a screen nuke. Fushin allows you to jump really fucking high, and Mijin is a self-destruct. It will allow you to heal after blowing yourself up, but you will have to sacrifice 1 life for that to happen. It's especially useful in Shinobi 3. Here I never found a use for it. So this is our second boss actually. The super quick, funky, fresh yellow ninja. My suggestion is to put on a shield first and then just keep kicking his ass until he eventually loses his funky freshness, which makes him super fast. It's kinda difficult for him to do that. You need to keep kicking the shit out of him until he turns into a shadow. Once he does that, he starts dropping a lot of shurikens and big fucking annoying. Piss off, you fiend! Once he becomes a shadow though, you can start beating the shit out of him because he no longer dodges your attacks like a prick. With that taken care of, we now go to the military base. And this level is fucking great. See, there is a new gimmick in town, and it's called changing from background to foreground. It's awesome. This is like the first time I've seen it in a video game, and I love it ever since. Because it just shows how fucking amazing this Musashi is with his ninja skills. He can jump over fucking giant fences while throwing shurikens at Rambos. Yeah, these are Rambos, by the way. To initiate a switch between foreground and background, all you need to do is double jump. It's as simple as that. No need to push any extra buttons. And of course, because there are different, because there's backgrounds and foregrounds you can go into, enemies in the background cannot attack you while you're in the foreground, while the enemies in the foreground cannot attack you while you're in the background. Use this to your advantage to get past all the enemies in this area safely. This can be kind of difficult, but if you know what you're doing, which I know what I'm doing, ow, for the most part, you ought to be fine. Still, not a lot of games back in the day did something like this, and I really appreciate this kind of a thing because it's so cool. Packed together with cool, funky, fast-paced music, it's nice. It's really nice. I love this game so much. I grew up with this game after all. I oughta love it, and I do, because it's great. Have you ever seen me this fucking happy? Probably not. Well, this is your first time. So welcome to the Game Train, now with 100% more chill. You can go here if you want, but you'll only find these shuriken icons. If you're playing this game without unlimited shurikens, then the shuriken icon will be useful, because it allows you to collect additional shurikens. It's like an ammo pickup. You want to be careful with the soldiers, because they fire whenever they have a clear shot. Also, if you've been paying attention, your life counter, your life bar, has increased a little bit. Try not to fall out of the open doors, by the way. That would be bad. Oof, that was close. Some of them only open when you're close enough to actually fall through, so watch out for that shit. But yeah, if you paid attention, you will notice that your health bar is considerably longer than you first started the game with. That's because the health bar gradually increases on its own, almost as if to signify that you're becoming stronger. It's actually a pretty cool idea, and it eases you into the challenges of this game. I don't know, I kinda like it, though sometimes it feels like picking up certain heart pickups actually increases the health bar as well. I'm not entirely sure if that is the case, but if it is, well, that's cool to know. This is the third boss of the game, Brain in Jar. It's only annoying to deal with because of all these lasers. You can't stand next to the brain containment unit, which is actually a blind spot for the lasers, because then this shelf will just open up and hit you. The best tactic here is to wait for him to come out of the fucking thing and then just throw shurikens at him like this, you know, just jump up a little bit, hop and throw. That is, of course, if you're playing with limited shurikens. If you're like me, with unlimited shurikens, then the best thing to do is just throw a flurry of shurikens with double jumps, because you can reach pretty far with those and you can hit him with several of them if your aim is not bad and you're lucky. Plus you can hit him when he's just about to come out, which allows you for additional damage in the same cycle. The cycles are pretty small, by the way, so it doesn't take too long to deal with this bullshit. You gotta be very careful when dealing with his brain though. Whenever he dies, the shelf doors will explode in an attempt to hit you on its pretty much last hit. Like that. If you are in the way and get hit, you can potentially die from that. And that would be bad. Round 4. Stop. Holy shit, it's already 4 rounds over and it's only been part 1. Man, I'm doing good progress. I'm doing some good progress. What's this? Oh! It's kaboom! Kaboom in the box! Enemies from this point onward will not be stupid. Unlike the soldiers from before, these ones here in the junkyard will actually know how to bend down and actually aim for you. So you gotta be careful. Also, there's more Rambos. It's kinda odd that they have Rambos, but if you think this is the weirdest possible cameo in the game, wait till you see some more! Because this game is full of them. It's full of weird cameos and references. Most of them I'm not entirely sure if I've even caught myself. I do know that when it comes to boss fights, I've caught pretty much all of the references. Because I mean, it's kinda hard not to get them. You'll see what I mean. Ah, this area. For this area, I suggest plugging in your Fushin so you can just bypass the bullshit super easily. Look how high I can jump. This is amazing. This area can be a little annoying to deal with normally. Plus, there's a lot of platforming to do, but there are ways to bypass certain things. Like with Fushin, you can just jump over here and skip a very big chunk of the level. How about we skip even more? See that thing? You can jump on that, but you gotta time your jump just right, so that the flamethrower doesn't hit you at the worst time. Which is a lot more difficult than you think it is. What the fuck keeps hitting me there? I think that's like a glitch or something, like it's trying to actively push me off or something. Fucking... I have a powered up shurikens too. See, I'm telling you, it's kinda hard to get up there like this, cause you need to get rid of this soldier so that he doesn't constantly bonk you. But once you get up here, you will quickly realize that I have made super major skip of this level, cause I'm already at the end. Don't wait for the crate to help you get through, cause you can just do that. Yeah, that was a major skip that I did. Fushin is great. And here's our next boss. The fourth boss of the game, Duke Nukem! Yeah, it's Duke Nukem. But holy shit, it's turning green. It's Terminator Duke Nukem! Oh! And that was the boss fight. Man, talk about difficult boss fights. This is why it's worth having the powered up shurikens. It's amazing how fast you can beat everything. Ah, another level where Fushin is actually highly recommended. Such a high-class soundtrack all of a sudden. This level is very vertical, which is why it's a good idea to have the Fushin. If you need a power-up, there's one right there. Collecting additional power-ups will not be able to stack on top... Well, they won't stack on top of one another, so don't bother... Oh, what the fuck, dude? Get out of the way! Yeah, don't bother collecting additional power-ups, because they don't stack and you can't avoid losing them if you have multiples collected and you still get hit. It doesn't work like that. Collect them only when necessary. Do keep in mind that whenever you complete a level, your ninjitsu power will be reset. Ah, son of a bitch. Apparently that didn't count as a timed jump. Whatever. Maybe I can still get my powers. You motherfucker. You gotta be careful in these later levels, cause soldiers become a lot more aggressive and they start shooting you from way behind the screen. Also, in this level, you wanna be careful of this red car that keeps passing by. It's the only one that can hurt you on this street. The nuns are also dangerous, but I think you got the idea. Oh, that was close. I saved myself. Yeah, the nuns are actually secret ninja agents. Neo Zed is a fucking bastard. Okay, now we gotta wait a bit. Okay, Oh, good. I'm safe. If I can save my shurikens, this next boss fight is gonna be amazing. Okay, good. Now this boss fight is actually the easiest one, but it can be a little bit troublesome. So try not to get hurt, because even though it's the easiest one, it also requires that you keep on moving. See, there's various turrets on this truck here that keep firing away. Actually, what am I doing? I can just stand on this. This is like the only turret that does not... Oh, son of a bitch! That counted as a hit? What hit me? Fucking assholes. Whatever. Oh, that was the only turret that doesn't have any wires going through it. You need to destroy these fuck me lights on this truck so that this truck would stop moving. That is the only truck that doesn't have electricity. That's the only turret that doesn't have electricity running through it. And if you have those powered up shurikens, you can have a very easy time at this. Like, I would have been done by now if I still had my shurikens, but I got hit by something. I'm still not sure what it was. I'm guessing the fuck me light actually hurt me, which is weird. Yeah, this is just a truck that was delivering a bomb. Because ninjas have to deal with nukes. I mean, come on. Come on, dude.